What if I told you that the Danish royal family just quietly dismantled one of its oldest commercial traditions and replaced it with something far more powerful? No fanfare, no press conference, just a king who decided that a crown means considerably more than a corporate stamp of approval. Good day, everyone, and welcome to Danish News Daily, where we break down the royals without the royal fluff. Before we go any further, if you are new here, smash that subscribe button and hit the notification bell right now, because this channel is your front row seat to everything happening inside Denmark's most fascinating institution. You do not want to miss a single drop. Right then, let us rewind to late 2024 when the royal house dropped a bombshell that had Danish business owners choking on their morning pastry. The monarchy announced it was phasing out royal warrants, those prestigious little badges that allowed businesses to slap "by appointment to the royal house" on their packaging. For centuries, that stamp was basically the golden ticket of Danish commerce, and just like that, gone. Now, why would a monarchy voluntarily walk away from a system that essentially gave it cultural leverage over half the country's premium brands? That is the question. Here's where it gets genuinely interesting, because what happened next was not a retreat, it was a pivot, a sharp, calculated, chess master-level pivot. Enter 2026. New Year's Day rolls around, and King Frederik X and Queen Mary are certainly not lounging in some palace drawing room. They're hosting back-to-back New Year's receptions, personally engaging with military leaders, government officials, diplomats, and civic representatives, one right after another. The message? Crystal clear. This monarchy is not a brand, it is a bridge, a living, breathing connector between the Danish people and their institutions. And if that wasn't enough to convince you that Frederik X is playing an entirely different game, buckle up, because February rolled around and the king boarded a flight straight to Greenland. Not for a photo opportunity, not for a ceremonial handshake. He flew directly to the Joint Arctic Command Headquarters. Yes, the actual military command center overseeing one of the world's most strategically critical regions. The Arctic is no longer just ice and polar bears. It's geopolitical gold, and Denmark knows it. When the rest of the world is eyeing the Arctic, you don't send a press release, you send your king. Think about it this way. Imagine you inherited a massive piece of land that everyone suddenly realized was sitting on top of a fortune. Would you send a brochure, or would you personally show up? Frederik showed up, in person, in the Arctic, in February. That alone deserves our enormous respect. Honestly, most people would have sent a strongly worded email. But the visit didn't stop at military brass. The king made a deliberate point of connecting with Royal Greenland, the country's powerhouse seafood company and one of Greenland's most vital economic engines. This was not small talk over shrimp cocktails. This was a king signaling loudly and clearly that Greenland's economic future is Denmark's priority, not an afterthought, not a colonial footnote, but a genuine partnership. And here's the thread tying all of this together: the phasing out of royal warrants, the New Year's receptions, the Arctic command visit, the Royal Greenland connection. It's all one coherent, deliberate strategy. The Danish royal house is repositioning itself as an instrument of national cohesion and active diplomacy rather than a passive symbol sitting behind palace gates. The old model said, "We endorse your biscuits, you display our crest, everyone is happy." The new model says, "We show up where it matters, we stand beside our institutions, and we use the crown as a tool for unity, not commerce." That's not just a royal upgrade, that's a masterclass in relevance. In a world where monarchies are constantly being questioned, Frederik X is answering before anyone even dares to ask. For a deeper look at the Greenland visit, our detailed coverage is linked right there for you. Thank you so much for watching Danish News Daily. It means the world.